This trade war has been a major source of stress for small business owners. One of them is Mike Hill, a gas station owner in Blaine, Washington, for more than 30 years. It was once frequented by Canadian travelers attracted by cheaper gas prices. I want to give you some perspective. A litre of gas in White Rock, BC, so just across the border, is $1.85 a litre. But at Mike's gas station, it costs $1.58. So that is 20 cents cheaper a litre. But now he's struggling to see customers. And as you saw, Mike joins us this evening from that gas station. Mike, in good times, how much does your business depend on Canadian customers?
Yeah, we about 80% of my customers are Canadian customers. We call locals, White Rock, South Surrey customers are locals. And it's just, it's kind of a rough deal on these border towns when things like this happen. 9/11 was terrible, COVID was terrible, and we get hit a lot harder than most towns. And I believe the gas savings still the same. You can save anywhere from, like you said, 20 cents a liter. It's about 75 to $1 per gallon you could save. So if you got 20 gallons, you save $20 US. But
even with the weaker dollar, the weaker Canadian dollar, the savings are still huge. And so, in normal times, I know people would, because I live in Vancouver, people would be heading down there to pick up, a few groceries and definitely fill up with gas. So when this tariff war came into effect, did you see the impact right away?
Within like 4 or 5 days, it was pretty quick. It really frustrated the Canadians, and I understand the world's frustrating right now, but I think the Canadians they're hurt, and it's I don't know what to do. We get caught in the middle of this mess, and it's hard. You go 10 miles south of here, everything's fine because they all buy gas. Anything we get coming through here is just people going to Canada, and a lot of people come across and go back. We still have a lot of our locals, I say, from White Rock and stuff that come down. But just the volume, we probably lost 45%, and it's rough. It is right now.
Yeah, 45% of your business. You're down that much in the last few weeks. So if this continues, what does that mean? Are you going to have to lay off people, reduce hours? What's going to happen at your gas station?
Well, I don't know. It's hard. I always get these questions asked, right? And never been in this situation. It's like, well, we were in it with COVID somewhat. It's like a whole new. I think we're just kind of sitting back right now, hoping this thing lasts for another week or a day. And with BC getting a new premier in there, I don't think anything was going to happen until he got in there anyway. So it's a no-win situation, and nobody wins out of this. It's sad. We get a lot of people though from across the border that still come buy gas, but not. We're down 45%.
Yeah,
I understand.
So let's finish with that then. For our viewers in Canada, including a lot of people in British Columbia, what's your message to Canadians?
We love you. We're caught up in this mess. Sorry that all this is going on. And we're down here. We've been waiting to get you guys back here, and it's just we're caught up in this mess. And my message to Canadians is, hey, don't let one big issue ruin a whole life of Canada and the U.S. doing great together, and we got one issue now. Let's talk it out instead of having a crazy war or something that's nuts. So my thing to Canada is we love you and we want to see you here, and you're pretty much your South Surrey is pretty much North Blaine. But that's pretty much what I got.
Well, we see the Canadian flag behind you sometimes when you move. It's just, a sign of how close Blaine, Washington, and South Surrey and White Rock, British Columbia feel. Thank you very much for speaking with us. Mike Hill is the owner of Hill's Chevron gas station just across the very real border in Blaine, Washington.